Hello everyone, and welcome to another Company Heroes 2 replay cast. My name is ATR, and today we're going to have ourselves a 2v2 on Crossing in the Woods. Our heroes today are going to be Sins, DJ Death, playing as the OKW in the blue, and his ally, whom he seems to be retreating to now for some reason. His ally in the yellow is going to be Milk Please, a player a little bit infamously known right now for using the OKW's artillery in one of my replays, but that's fine. Anyways, Milk Please is going to be playing as the Austere this time around, getting his infantry company out right now. And on the other side of the map, in the red, we have none other than Siberian, playing as the red Soviet player, and his ally in the pink or purple, depending your preference, it is VonIvan, again, as the Soviet pink player. So, we see here on the left-hand side that DJ Death has got himself a Kubel wagon and is stopping the advance of Siberian as he moves out with his combat engineers. He did build himself tier 2, as you can see up here, get himself some Maxim machine gun, and the Maxim machine gun moves up, forcing the Kubel wagon to back off for a little bit. Does set itself up in a nice little flank there that allows it to potentially still suppress, but for now, the Maxim machine gun will continue to cap the territory. Over on the far right-hand side, we have Grenadiers and Combat Engineers engaging. Nice wire getting laid down here by Siberian to deny this cover. But for the most part, it's relatively quiet. There's not really that much going on. Taking a look at the bases, we see that DJ Death has not gotten anything just yet, because, of course, he's an OKW player. He does have his truck, but it'll take a while for him to choose something. He does have the Kubel wagon and 2 Volkskrins on the field with, of course, his Storm Pioneers that he starts off with. Up in the north, Kubel wagon is engaging the Maxim machine gun. The Maxim machine gun will end up getting suppressed and pinned down. However, it is able to inflict a lot of damage to the lightly armored Kubel wagon, but it does allow the Storm Pioneer squad to come in for a nice flank on the Maxim machine gun and decrew it very quickly. Combat Engineers also moving in to close the distance, but with the Maxim machine gun, or second Maxim machine gun to support VonIvan, he is able to get a suppression off on that Storm Pio squad, denying them the ability to capture and steal that Maxim machine gun, at least not very easily. Storm Pioneer squad will try to move out of the way. They are in heavy cover, which allows them to essentially stay in the fight. We now see the Volkskrins coming in to get right on top of that Maxim machine gun, which will help the Storm Pios break the suppression. However, with another Maxim machine gun coming onto the field and one of their men crawling on the wrong side of the sandbags, they get themselves pinned down and are forced to retreat. Over on the right-hand side, we have dual snipers on the field for Siberian. He is getting engaged by a Grand squad. Loses one of the members of one of his sniper squads, but it looks like the sniper himself is going to be fine, although he does take a lot of shots there, down to a sliver of health, but it stays alive. Left-hand side, we still hear the Maxim machine guns engaging all over the place. We have 2 of them very close together, engaging the Volks Grenadiers as a Grenadier squad moves in to engage and may be able to throw a rifle grenade if it has already been researched, but it does not look like the battle phase has been acquired. Milk Please does close the distance, however, getting a lot of damage in on one of the Maxim machine guns, bringing it down to 2 men, but with a third one coming up for Mr. VonIvan, well, it's very difficult here for the German forces to even clear one out, or let alone take one. Like the one on the left-hand side has been recovered by the Combat Engineers, and we now see that VonIvan has 5 Maxim machine guns to his name, while on the right-hand side, Siberian has 2 snipers and a conscript squad. Back at base, Mechanized Regiment Headquarters has been acquired for DJ Death. No additional tech so far for Milk Please. Milk Please going for 4 Grenadiers on the field with an MG42 as well. The MG42, somewhere. No, that's not it. Over here? No. Where is it? Back at base. There you go. Okay. So anyways, Grand Squad moves up behind the lines, getting some shots off on that Maxim machine gun, forcing it to retreat. Down to 3 men, will make it out alive very easily. The 5 Maxim machine guns are just continuously moving out. The Grens, as good as they are, won't really be able to stop them too much here because, well, it's only 1 Grand Squad. Pio squad moves up. Again, very nice denial of cover here by the Soviet players, laying down barbed wire across the sandbags in the direction that the enemy can utilize them, making it very difficult to take those positions. me. Combat engineers with flamethrowers moving right on top of that Volkskrantz squad. It is not currently supported by any of the Maxim machine guns. No, we actually do see a Maxim machine gun supporting it. A nice flame burst goes off, eliminates most of the squad, down to a sliver of health on one man left, but manages to run through the optimal position and gets himself back home. Left-hand side, Storm Pios engaging a Maxim machine gun. Grenz as well. Shots flying. Oh, they do actually manage to get one of them killed. There is another Maxim machine gun on the way. It manages to throw a burst on the Gren squad, but the Gren squad manages to sneak their way past, and it looks like they will go for the steal of the Maxim machine gun, and then probably retreat home. Lone Gren retreating, trying to make it past the Maxim machine guns. Maxim machine gun on the field also needs to retreat, down to 2 men, takes a burst, gets suppressed, and gets cleared out. So as nice of an attempt as that was there for Milk Please, it only ended up costing him 3 men. And the Maxim machine gun will probably fall back into the hands of VonIvan. Right-hand side, Siberian pushing with his snipers. Conscripts just absorbing the shots. MG42 really unable to do much. Conscripts moving up for a nice flank popping into the house, but the MG42 is already out of there. Left-hand side, we do have Panzer Fusiliers on the field for DJ Death, and most players have selected their Doctrine. We'll go through them right now, with the exception of Milk Please. We have DJ Death going for the Breakthrough Doctrine, as you see with the Panzer Fusiliers now on the field. And for the Soviet players, well, very easy. They both went for the same one, and that is the Mechanized Support Tactics. Mechanized Support Tactics allows them to get the ISU and the Guard squads. A very nice Doctrine, and it was free once upon a time. Actually, I don't know if it's still free, because with the changes that got made. Anyways, regardless, they have the same one. Guards on the field, take a grenade to the face of the Volkskrantz, and lose 3 of their members. Or maybe 2? No, 3, there they are. Yeah. Right-hand side, we see a big push here by Milk Please. MG42 leading the charge almost. Grenz with the LMGs also leading the charge as they force away the conscripts. And we see combat engineers laying down mines on the right-hand side for Siberian. Do we have any sweepers here for Mr. DJ? He has a Pio squad on the field, but no minesweepers on it just yet. So we'll see if that happens. Maxim machine guns right now for VonIvan, just covering pretty much the entire approach on the left-hand side with an AT gun already on the field to stop any advancing vehicles. Tier 2 now down for Mr. Milk Please, getting himself a scout car. Scout car will help out against the snipers, could potentially take out a sniper squad if not careful with it, but with the guards on the field it is going to be very vulnerable, and with an AT gun as well, it means that it cannot really maneuver too much on the left-hand side. Maxim machine gun pushing all the way to the left-hand side as we see a Pio squad going over to the far right-hand side to recapture that fuel point. Center map, Volkskrantz crossing the river, getting right on top of a conscript squad, or right in front of it. Going to be taking some damage there, and going to be forced to retreat. Grand squad moving into support. Going to be setting up in heavy cover in the middle there. And we now have a Stuka on the field for DJ Death. Stuka barrage goes off over to the left-hand side, right on top of the AT gun, and a Maxim machine gun does a lot of damage there. Ends up even destroying some of the wire there, or actually all the wire. And the Maxim machine gun ends up with 2 points. Not points, men. Panzer Fusiliers pushing forward. Very light infantry, but very high damage with their G43s. Scout car going in for a drive-by. Getting shot there by those PTRS rifles. Takes a little bit of damage on the rear armor. Fusiliers pushing forward. Getting some nice shots at a distance on the conscripts and the guards. AT gun actually turning itself to the right-hand side. Getting a shot off on the Fusiliers. Nailing some of the members of the squad, forcing them to back off. And we see that the Germans have broken through on the right-hand side quite aggressively. Left-hand side, Storm Pioneers getting right on top of the AT gun. The AT gun is undefended. We have Guard squad pushing forward, getting grenaded down to 2 men. Ooh, very heavy losses on the left-hand side as well. AT gun gets decrewed. The Storm Pios were going to go. No, they're actually just going to. Very nice maneuver here by DJ Death. That is one of the nice things about the Storm Pios, the ability that they have, just salvage operations. You can use it on abandoned crews. So instead of just destroying it or taking it if you don't want it, you just mine it essentially for minerals, pretty much, and it eventually destroys it, obviously. Snipers in the center supporting the guard squad. One sniper squad has lost one of its members. Grenz on the right-hand side, down to 2 men, going to run into a conscript squad. Pios are nearby to support, but The Grens are in a bad spot. Snipers are not focusing on them right now, so the Grens do manage to inflict a lot of damage on the conscripts, forcing them to retreat, and away they go. Center map, guard squad just moving around. Snipers moving back up to the north. They are going to run into the Pyos, but the Pyos are 4. The Pyos will live. They take a barrage, and they need to retreat, otherwise they're going to get killed, and they do retreat. There they go. Stuka throwing another barrage. It's going straight into the center. Boom! Nice barrage, actually. Hits the Maxim squad, only takes a couple kills. Guards as well take a little bit of damage there, and it collapses the collapses the shack over there, so no Maxim machine guns could potentially get in there, even though I don't think it's a good building for it, but you know, it's no longer a factor anymore. Fusiliers pushing up, Maxim machine gun pushing back, forcing it to get out of the way. Maxim machine gun going over to the right-hand side for the first time in the game. They're going to run into the pack gun and an MG42. The MG42 getting a suppression on it, forcing it to retreat, since once suppressed, the Maxim machine gun is literally useless. Conscripts pushing forward, going to absorb some shots. Snipers going to be moving up, getting shots off on the MG42, down to 2 men. The pack gun going to be retreating. Snipers going to take more shots at the MG42. They retreat, and they make it out. Okay. Grens trying to hold the line. They do. Snipers are nearby and could potentially still push, but it's very difficult. Stuka on the field. I'm going to keep an eye on the Stuka. Stuka has 13 kills to its name right now. Left-hand side, Grens as well pushing. We have a demolition charge getting laid down on the left-hand side here for VonIvan. Hopefully I'll be able to keep an eye on it and see if it detonates and gets massive kills. But for now, let's take a look at what's going on in the rest of the field. Snipers on the right-hand side pushing forward. Over here, the engagement continues on. The Grens with their LMGs trying to take out the combat engineers, but the combat engineers are quite resilient there in that heavy cover by the thing. Fusiliers coming in for a nice flank here on the combat engineers, cutting them off on the retreat path. They may be able to get the kill on the squad, down to 1 man. Shots flying all over the place. It's a very healthy 1 man. Can he actually make it out? He takes several shots and makes it out. Wow. That is a sturdy combat engineer. He is definitely going to be getting promotion there. Maxim machine gun now caught very out of position, not supported by anything, gets killed inside the house, and the weapon itself is lost to the battlefield. VonIvan immediately building a replacement for his weapon. He wants to have just massive amounts of numbers of Maxim machine guns to be able to hold all the territories. Demolition charge is laid down there, and we do have 3 squads surrounding it, but they are not on top of it, so for now, VonIvan is not detonating. It looks like he's trying to bait the squads to move a little bit forward. We saw the Stuka take a barrage into the center. Oh, again, Maxim machine gun taking a nasty shot. Guard squad almost getting wiped out and forced away. 18 kills to its name now. We see a blast go off by the demolition charge, although we didn't actually see it, but we can see the remnants of it as the Grenadiers look like they move forward right on top of the charge. Fusiliers, fine, they did not get phased. The guard squad was forced to retreat down to 2 men, but they managed to bait the Grens to get right on top of the bomb. Maxim machine guns again pushing into the center. Back at base, we have no additional tech for the Soviet players, but consider, well, I don't know. I was going to say considering their doctrine, they don't need to, but I mean, the ISU, it's great, but it takes a long time to get it too, so might not be the worst choice. We'll see what ends up happening here, but for now, no additional techs or no vehicles going to be coming onto the field, except maybe scout cars, but it does not look like Siberian is inclined to do that. Maxim machine gun in the center, suppressed. Grenade going off on the Fusiliers. The Fusiliers retreat. Grenade goes off on the Maxim machine gun, takes a nasty shot, forced to retreat. Grens and Volksgrens in the center, engaging the Maxim machine gun. Maxim machine gun forced to retreat. And we do have a doctrine selection for Milk Police, and that is the Assault Support Doctrine. Assault Support Doctrine, one of the infamous doctrine at the beginning of the, well, the early days of the game, because the Opel Blitz would just give so much munitions, income, and the strafing run was just so good because it's already been toned down. But you could essentially just continuously spam it on cooldown and lock down and kill everything. It was just kind of ridiculous, but whatever. Anyways, Maxim machine gun, left-hand side getting cleared out. Grens and Volksgrens trying to engage. Nice rifle nade goes off on the combat engineers. They take a nasty shot, igniting their Sippo, bringing it down to one man forced to retreat. Right-hand side, we see more engagements going off. Stuka barrage once again into the center. The snipers retreat. The Stuka trying to catch them, barely misses, and actually doesn't end up hitting anything. It looks like it was specifically aiming at the snipers. So, nice attempt there, but Siberian on point with his snipers and retreats very quickly. Grenade goes off from the guards trying to stop the Obersoldaten. Does actually kill one of its members, but the Obersoldaten now right on top of the guards will be able to inflict a lot of damage, but they get a little bit antsy there and end up retreating. They know there's snipers on the field, so it could very easily turn into a squad wipe if they didn't retreat. So while we know and we can see here that that wasn't the case, it's not, you know, it's not a bad idea to retreat. It's very easy to lose a squad if you get too cocky. Left-hand side, Fusiliers and Storm Piles. Blah, sorry, oxygen. Anyways, Fusiliers and Storm Piles capturing the fuel point. Maxim machine gun opening up, getting the Fusiliers a little bit suppressed there. They are in some light cover, but they will eventually get pinned down. Snipers across the river, taking some shots at the MG42. We have a half-track on the field for Milk Police. That is not bad. I mean, that'll help them reinforce on the field, so it doesn't have to worry too much about the snipers. Obviously, he has to worry a little bit, but, you know, he doesn't have to immediately retreat his troops. He can just simply backpedal a little bit and set up in a different position while reinforcing near the half-track. Grens pushing into the center. Volksgrens as well. Maxim machine guns pushing up. AT guns on the field. Back at base, we see that the Juer Panzer headquarters has been acquired from DJ Death. He has not gotten the battle group headquarters, so it doesn't look like he's going to be going for the King Tiger, at least not anytime soon. Nice little placement there by Milk Police of the med bunker. It actually allows DJ Death's troops to get healed up by the same med bunker, so very nice coordination there. So we see a massive line here of machine guns just covering the river, pretty much in all directions. Even on the right-hand side, we have some Maxim machine guns for VonIvan, making it very difficult for the Germans to actually set foot across the river. We see the Fusiliers going through the edge of the map. We have a Maxim machine gun not covering them, and it actually manages to get itself past its arc of fire. So it will be a little bit of a situation there. We have strafing run right on top of the Maxim machine gun and the guards, and rendering the Maxim machine gun a little bit useless. The strafing run is still active, so the snipers are in very precarious position. They can very easily get themselves killed. We still have the Stuka on the field with 18 kills. Could throw a barrage in this direction, but it doesn't look like it's inclined to do so right now. Snipers are right on top of all the troops. They're going to get themselves strafes. Here comes the run, and boom, there goes the attack. Manages to not actually inflict any damage, but it gets the squads there suppressed and pinned down. Stuka barrage would be wonderful there, but the snipers already ended up retreating. Grens pushing forward. We see on the far north the ISU now on the field for Siberian, taking a nasty shot, nailing a Gren squad down to 2 men and forces them away. The ISU now focusing on the half-track. No, actually takes a shot at the Gren squad. Did it actually end up killing some friendlies? No, they actually didn't kill anything. ISU taking a shot at the AT gun. The AT gun loses one of its members. Maybe able to, yeah, it's getting reinforced there by the half-track. Gonna be backing off. The men in the squad are a little bit flabbergasted there. Oh, nasty shot, and down goes the AT gun. That ISU has just wrecked the right-hand side now. They're gonna have to retreat pretty much completely. Stuka still on the field, still not firing. Maxim machine gun in the center, gonna get cleared out here by the Volksgren. It's trying to retreat, but I think it's gonna die. No? That's gonna stay alive. Wow. Okay. Left-hand side, Maxim machine guns, making sure that nothing happens on this side. Guard squad retreating, and there's nothing for the German players on the left-hand side. Stuka barrage going off up to the north. Oh, nails the AT gun. Oh, nails the approaching guard squad. It was a guard squad, right? What was it? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a conscript squad? No, it was a guard squad. You can see it right there, and there's a PTRS rifle. Nails a guard squad and eliminates it, and also splash damages the combat engineers a little bit, and they get themselves killed. Tiger now on the field for Milk Police. Very nice. Tiger is still going to have a very tough job against an ISU, and considering that we know that VonIvan has his own ability to call that in, it is it's going to be very difficult for a Tiger. I mean, right now, in fact, is the optimal time for that Tiger to potentially go and take out the ISU. Maxim Machine Gun on the left-hand side runs into the Tiger and is forced to retreat. But yeah, I mean, the ISU is alone. It does have the support of an AT gun right now, but it's not currently supported by the AT gun. I mean, it's on the field, I guess you could say. And the AT gun will obviously be used right now against the Tiger. It is moving in that direction. It'll take a little bit to get there, but Tiger will get shot a little bit. ISU moving over to the right-hand side. What was that? That is Marked Vehicle. Yes, Marked Vehicle going down on the Tiger. Buttoning going down by the guard squad on the Tiger again. And it has to back off a little bit. It's taking a lot of damage there by the AT gun, but we see Grenadiers right on top of the AT gun, forcing it to back off. Fusiliers also pushing forward. So nice infantry support here by Mr. DJ Death to the tank of his ally. Forces the AT gun to back all the way back to base. Gonna maybe kill it off. It only needs to kill one more man. No, Maxim Machine Gun stopped them in their tracks. The AT gun's gonna turn itself around. Tiger takes a shot, misses everything, and is now right in front of the AT gun. Getting too ballsy, Milky, my boy, says VonIvan as he clears out the AT gun. Maxim Machine Gun taking a lot of damage there, and the ISU is moving in that direction. We see a Jagd Panther, or Jagd Tiger. Panzerjäger Tiger Auf B, whatever you call it. This beastly thing. Essentially another ISU, pretty much. I don't actually know the stats on those. I mean, is this better? I would assume, right? Because the Jagd Tiger or Hunting Tiger is one of the most powerful tank destroyers on any battlefield. It's extremely potent. 110mm Pak-44 main gun can destroy any enemy tank, while armor up to 200mm thick. Keep the Jagd Tiger in the front lines and support maneuverability and killing skills. So shot flies from the Jagd Tiger at very long distance. It nails the ISU. The ISU realizes, oh, that was a long shot, and calls in for backup as another ISU hits the field. This time for VonIvan, the Jagd Tiger pushing forward. The ISU still in a bad position, but it's not currently revealed, so it's not going to do too much. Now, hold fire on the Jagd Tiger makes it so that it doesn't waste its shots against something not worth it. And on the left-hand side, we see an ISU pushing forward. ISU taking some shots at range. The Tiger is on the field, taking shots, essentially. Jagd Tiger backing off. Kind of have to keep an eye like this now because... Ooh, look, spooky. Well, because it happens like that. Where's the Tiger over here? Ah, there it is. Tiger took a couple of shots. ISU taking the shot. The Jagd Tiger moves up. Shoots back. No. Holds. Yes. Moves back. ISU's on the field. Barrage straight into the center. Doesn't actually hit anything this time. Kind of unfortunate, but it does have 34 kills to its name now. The Jagd Tiger is holding fire, so for now it doesn't look like DJ Death wants to expose it or make anybody know where it is. Siberian pushing forward with his ISU. And we see another Tiger getting called onto the field for Milk Police, so a nice armor set up here for the German players. So, yeah, I mean, 2 Tigers and a Jagd Tiger. That's actually quite potent. 2 ISUs, however, is not something you can easily walk over. They are also very potent with their gun. I mean, you can see there it's a 152mm, although it's gun howitzer. If he takes a shot, bounces it off the frontal armor. The Jagd Tiger can turn its sights over here to shoot. It pushes forward and spots the ISU in the center. No. No, yes, the ISU in the center spots him, takes a shot, nails it on the side armor. Also, Marked Vehicle goes down on the Jagd Tiger. The Jagd Tiger going to be backing off. The ISU is unable to do too much. We have Tigers on the field. The other Tiger did take quite a beating. It's down to about half health. Second Tiger moves up to engage. AT gun gets decruised. ISU, which is barraging at range. We see the Jagd Tiger taking shots in return at the ISU in the center. The ISU in the center forced to back off, unable to continue to support. Jagd Tiger on the left-hand side Something crashed. Oh, there it is. Both. Oh wow, both planes actually crashed. Didn't crash into anything, however, but Tigers absorbing some damage there, but taking a lot of damage. I mean, taking quite a beating is what I'm trying to say. Not able to really inflict too much damage on the ISUs. Really, the ISU in the center, the one that got shot back by the Yak Tiger, is the one that took the most damage. The ISU on the left-hand side is pretty much intact. Oh, nasty barrage there by the Stuka. 39 kills to its name. It clears out the AT gun, and the Maxim machine gun is brought down to one man. Combat engineers and Maxim machine gun forced to retreat. The ISU, well, pretty much left alone. Volksgren squad pushes up. The ISU taking some shots, forcing it to retreat. The Yak Panther in the center, still holding fire, not shooting at the ISU on the left. Victory points are down to 171 for the German players, while VonIvan and Siberian hold 366. They are quite comfortable. A shot flies at the Yak Tiger, gets a little bit shocked, but it turns itself towards the ISU. And again, does not take a shot. I mean, I understand the tactical nature of having your tank hold fire and not just aimlessly shoot, but it looks like a lot of shots have been just missed by DJ Death because he's not able to manually target. Maybe just toggling the hold fire on and off may be a better idea. I don't know. We'll see. Tiger on the left-hand side. Tiger in the center still getting repaired. And repaired automatically there by the Mechanized Regiment headquarters. And we just have MG42 just sitting around. So with the big guns essentially now on the field for both sides are essentially in a stalemate. They are unable to push each other. One of them needs to take the initiative and maybe force a mistake or make a mistake for something to happen. Stuka barrage goes off into the center, nails the the ISU, eliminates the squad that was right next to it, and forces the ISU to back off a little bit. Tigers over on the right-hand side, instead of running into the wall of, well, damage, they are going to run into the right-hand side and potentially clear out some squads. We see our guard squad being very surprised there by the Tigers, retreating, losing 2 of its men, losing another one. Shots continue to fly from the Tigers. Wow, 4 men lost in the retreat, and there they go. Fusiliers push all the way up north. We still have a PTRS rifle drop there in the world. Shot flies from the ISU, nails some of the Fusiliers and forces them away. ISU on the left-hand side down to less than half health, as the Yak Tiger is able to get some shots off at a distance. Still holding fire, however, so it's not able to support against these weapons or anything, but there you go. Tiger's now going for a flanking run, essentially, or drive-by run, more likely, into the base. One of the Tigers gets its engine damaged there by a conscript squad. A second ISU by VonIvan hits the field and is going to help clean off these Tigers. One Tiger is still alive, but it's marked, well, it's still, you know, combat-able, I guess. I mean, it's not disabled with its engine, is what I'm trying to say, but it's currently marked, so it's going to be taking a lot of damage. 2 of the ISU health, however, may go down. The Tiger on the back is certainly dead. The Tiger over here may also die, considering there's an AT gun. No! AT gun actually gets cleared out, and the Tiger up in the north did end up dying. The ISU still on the field. The Tiger trying to run over to the left-hand side. We have the Yak Tiger pushing forward, getting some helpful damage in there, but the ISU may still be able to kill the Tiger as it tries to run away, and it's currently still marked. ISU turns its sights, not in range, and is not able to get a shot off. Stuka barrage goes off into the center and eliminates a Maxim machine gun, and wow, VonIvan has lost pretty much all his Maxim machine guns and is down to 2. Wow. Does have an ISU on the field, so that's going to be pretty much what keeps him alive for now. Siberian will probably need to get himself another one to be able to help out there. Does have an AT gun on the field, which I guess is great. Obersoldaten pushing away a Maxim machine gun. Guards and combat engineers pushing forward. The Obersoldaten may be able to deal with them, although they are very damaged. Yak Tiger off at a distance, still holding fire. Needs to probably stop holding fire at this point. It just provides some support. But I guess maybe the weapon of this thing is not that great against infantry, so you don't really want it shooting anyways. AT gun does get recovered by VonIvan. Yak Tiger's just sitting there. Fusiliers getting some shots off at the AT gun. The AT gun getting some shots back in return. The Yak Tiger again just sitting there. ISU is on the field. Shots fly from the ISU, and the Yak Tiger returns fire, nails the ISU, and forces it to just back off. This is my house, I suppose. There they go. Right hand side. Combat Engineer Squad takes down Sniper Squad with 30 kills to its name. Siberian has been putting these to use. Has lost one at this point. When, I don't know, probably to Stuka Barrage. Stuka does have 54 kills to its name. Veteran C2 acquired only, but man, is that a lot of kills. Stormpile is trying to recapture the center point. 122 points left for the German side. 359 still left for the Soviets, but they are about to get themselves triple capped, which will put the bleed quite significantly. ISU still on the field, brought over to the right-hand side. Takes a nasty shot at the Grunt Squad, forces it to retreat down to one man. Tiger still on the field now. Veteran C2. With Veteran C2, it has greater accuracy and range. The ISU going to be shooting the Tiger. No, unable to shoot the Tiger as it cannot see it, it looks like. We see Blitz getting activated there by the Tiger. It's going to try to run its way back right on top of the ISU, and it will. The ISU is unaware that the Tiger is right in front of it. There it goes. Shot flies and hits it on the side. The ISU going to be crashing into that hedge. It's turning its gun very nicely. Very nice control there by VonIvan. But is it enough? We do have a marked vehicle going down on the Tiger, but with the second Tiger coming in for the flank, the ISU is gone from this world. Main gun destroyed. Still alive, but it is relatively useless. The marked vehicle has done its toll here on that Tiger. Tiger down to about 30% strength. Needs to get itself out of there. Oh, nasty shots there from the AT gun. Bring it down to about 10% health, but it manages to sneak its way out. Tiger taking more shots on the rear, needs to push forward, and we see on the right-hand side the Tiger coming in to finish off with the ISU, and no more ISUs on the field for the Soviets. The Yak Tiger looks like it was the one that killed it, maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. Fusiliers in the center, running into a lot of Soviet troops. We have snipers, Maxim machine guns, and everything. We still have the Stuka on the field. It's about to get recharged. I'm probably going to be seeing a barrage right here into the center. Stuka now online. Can the barrage go off? Probably. Yes, no, maybe. Probably yes. Stuka is ready to go, and no. Yeah, there it goes. So we're going to run straight here into the center. We have another ISU on the field. Barrage goes off, and it's probably going to be a cross. Yeah. A lot of damage. Kills one squad, damages the Maxim machine gun and the guards. Squad that died is a combat engineer. Volkskrins in the center, just getting stopped. ISU also now on the field for Siberian, just helping out, but again taking a lot of damage as we do have a Yak Tiger on the field for DJ Death. And the snipers pushing up as they want to reveal territory here for the ISU essentially. Juer Panzer headquarters, flag gun. Excuse me. Taking some shots at the guard squad as they push forward. The ISU pushing very aggressively forward, but now gonna make itself vulnerable to counterattack by the Yak Tiger. Takes a nasty shot down to about half health. Needs to back off, but it's a little bit caught there by the pathing. No troops nearby to spot it, so it's quite fine. Takes another shot, but misses. AT gun shooting back in return. Gets itself a crew shock. Tries to move out of the way. I mean, we do have Pios being able to repair, but it'll take a while. And the Yak Tiger just backs off a little bit. Stuka Barrage once again right into the center. Those AT guns are in a lot of trouble. The Maxim machine gun will probably also be taking a lot of damage. Actually, that Stuka Barrage kind of sucked. It didn't actually hit much. But the Stuka Barrage can go off every minute now. And Veteran C2, so that's kind of ridiculous. Right-hand side, MG42 covering the zone. Left-hand side, Grants retreating. Storm Pios and Volkskrins pushing forward. We still have Maxim machine guns and AT guns covering the side. Points have been bled down to 255 for Siberian and VonIvan, but they are going to be capturing a second point themselves, so they'll put the bleed once again onto the German side. AT gun getting a nice artillery barrage right on top of the approaching infantry. DJ Death a little bit not focused here, and there you go. He finally retreats, taking a lot of damage there, but still alive. Yak Tiger still on the field, getting shot by the AT guns, but staying itself alive. Combat Engineer is going to be repairing the ISU. The ISU needs to probably turn its sights to where the threat will come from, and it decides to just back the hell off into the base. It's a little bit too exposed there to a flanking run by the Tigers. Tigers up in the right-hand side is damaged with an engine, but we have another Tiger on the left-hand side that is brand spanking new. Well, I mean, it's not new, but it's perfect condition. Purring like a kitten. Takes a nasty shot there by the AT gun, but it'll probably clear out the Maxim machine gun. Maxim machine gun down to one man, but it does not look like much is going to happen. Marked vehicle does go down on the Tiger, going to be forcing it to back off and, you know, chill out. There you go. Fusiliers going for the center. We have once again a Stuka barrage available. Maxim machine guns up in the north. Fusiliers going for the cap of the center victory point. Going to be putting the bleed once again onto the Soviet side. AT guns on the right-hand side engaging the Tiger. The Tiger not going to have too much to worry about. Stuka barrage right on top of the Maxim machine gun. Nails it and nails the AT gun a little bit, but they stay alive. Maxim machine gun retreating. Sniper moving up. Shots flying, and the Fusiliers taking damage, but they have captured the point. Tiger getting a flank there on those AT guns. We do have the ISU on the field, but it's still at about half strength. It doesn't want to risk itself, and the AT gun on the right gets cleared out. We have Combat Engineers moving out of the way. AT guns also backing off and moving back into the zone. The Tiger trying to clear out that AT gun. Doesn't want it falling again into the hands of his enemy, but looks like he doesn't have much of a choice as the AT guns just get right on top of it. Left-hand side, we hear a grenade going off on the Grens and Obersoldaten. They managed to lose one of their men, but push alive, or push forward, I mean. And the Stuka is about to recharge once again. 69 kills to its name. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. And the Combat Engineers are desperately chasing down the ISU to repair it. So the Tigers... Did the Tiger die? Yes, it looks like a Tiger died. Its carcass is right there. So on the right-hand side, unfortunately, Mr. Milk Please ended up losing his Tiger, but he calls himself another one just to have two, and there you go. Center map, the Yak Tiger getting some shots off with its whole machine gun at the Maxim machine gun. Not doing too much, but there you go. Stuka on the field, probably going to be throwing another barrage. It has it available. Obersoldaten trying to go for the point, run into a AT gun and the Maxim machine gun. The Maxim machine gun getting cleared out here by the Tiger. Tiger getting a nice flank there on the AT gun. Going to try and clear it out. Gets once again marked. We have the ISU up in the north, almost fully repaired. And if VonIvan calls himself a ISU as well, that is actually a pretty great position. AT gun does get decrewed on the left-hand side, and the Maxim machine gun also goes down as well. Guards pushing up. The Tiger doesn't want to risk himself getting buttoned there because he is currently marked, and damage is going down there by those PTRS rifles. In fact, Fusiliers going for the cap of the center point, right-hand side. Maxim machine gun trying to decap the victory point, gets itself cleared out, and no more Maxim machine guns on the field for VonIvan. VonIvan is literally down to 2 units, 2 guard squads. I mean, 2 guard members, and the Combat Engineer squad that he just called in. So he has lost a lot. Does have a couple Maxim machine guns just laying around, but Stuka barrage goes off into the center, clears out another AT gun. AT gun is just taking a beating here. We see another marked vehicle going down on the lead Tiger. The Tiger is continuing to push forward. AT gun getting cleared out by the Tigers. The ISU up in the north needs to turn its guns at least to be able to shoot at the Tigers. We see a plane crashing apparently somewhere. I don't know. ISU backs off into the base. The Tigers move past to go for a strafing run. Clear out another AT gun. That one actually gets destroyed, and the Tigers GTFO, as one of them is still marked. Veteran C38 right now, and down to about 25% strength. Left-hand side, Grens and Panzer Grens running, and Volksgrens running into a guard squad. Guard squad, Veteran C3, but these are Veteran C3 and Veteran C5, so they're pretty much evenly matched. They end up losing one of their DP light machine guns, which these Volksgrens could very, very heavily benefit from. We'll see if DJ Death goes for it. And they force away the squad, which barely makes it out with 1 man. Grenade goes off. Oh, Volksgren squad down to 1 man, barely make it out. The Grens are trying to run towards the DP light machine gun. Can they actually pick it up? They're crawling their way there. But they decide to move out of the way. Strafing run right on top of the Maxim machine gun, removes there, and there they go. They get the DP light machine gun. So the Gren squad now has double the infantry, anti-infantry firepower essentially, with 2 LMGs. Right hand side, Tiger going to be running into the AT gun, 2 AT guns and an ISU. VonIvan has gotten himself another AT gun as well. And a Maxim machine gun that got recovered. Guard squad retreating. The Maxim machine gun still pinned down, unable to do anything to the approaching squads. And now it manages to get them suppressed. Tiger on the right hand side ended up having to retreat as, again, we had an AT gun and the ISU shooting at them. So ISU did take quite a beating there, as we do still have a Yak Tiger on the field. Yak Tiger now Veterancy 2, giving it vehicle mobility and rate of fire. And the Veterancy 1 is a supporting fire ability, which is this one. 12.2 centimeter supporting fire. Yak Tiger uses powerful 12.8 centimeter main gun to place 3 accurate shots on a targeted location. So it's kind of like artillery. Oh, the Stuka barrage goes off and nails the ISU. That may actually be the nail in the coffin here. I don't see them coming back from that. Just no. I mean, VonIvan here will probably be able to call himself an ISU relatively soon. I mean, he has 240 fuel now. Which makes manpower, but yeah, I mean, losing that one right there. Still, I mean, with the Yak Tiger on the field, it was going to be very difficult anyways. Left hand side, guards engaging. Oh, nice grenade. We'll take it out. Boom. There goes the squad completely. Nice pickup there for the guards, but doesn't do too much for the state of the game. Maxim, actually, sorry, MG42 going for the cap of the point. Victory points down to 128 for the Soviet forces. They are currently bleeding 2 per tick. They're going to be triple capped in a second and very quickly going to be losing those points, and for once in the game actually going to be dropping below the point total of the German forces. German forces did get bled down to 91 points, but I don't think there's much they can do here. With the Yak Tiger on the field, pushes forward the Stuka that is just killing everything. 84 kills to the Stuka's name with 1 vehicle destroyed. That vehicle being an ISU. That is quite a beast. Stuka barrage goes off once again. Going to be hitting right on top of the base. Oh, eliminates the retreating forces there for Siberian. Siberian down to a guard squad and a conscript squad and a combat engineer. So yeah, guard squad on the right. Nope, the others are dead now. There you go. So Siberian only has a guard squad, and for VonIvan we have the AT guns. 2 AT guns on the field trying to stop the approaching vehicles. A guard and a combat engineer. Yak Tiger moves up. Yak Tiger can just simply target the buildings and shoot, or just not actually hold fire and just shoot at whatever it wants. Tiger pushing forward. We still have this Tiger back at base. Gonna be getting repaired. Doesn't look like Milpley is gonna be risking too much, but I mean, he honestly could. The AT guns over here are a nuisance, but better. Improves max range, and then can fire 32 centimeter incendiary rockets, but Siberian drops a GG. Well played. And that is game. Very nice. But wow, that Yak Tiger certainly turns the tide against the ISUs. I mean, remember ISUs like that being quite difficult to deal with. But that's Stuka, MVP, come on. 92 kills. Jesus. And killing one of the ISUs, that was just brutal. But yeah, that was probably the nail in the coffin. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the game. If you have any positive or negative remarks, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you have any replays you want to send me, go ahead and send them to the email that I will put in the description. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.